Right now on Jamaica News Page tonight, major diplomatic talks underway in Kingston as heads of Jamaica's overseas missions gather amid growing global uncertainty, what it could mean for Jamaica's international relations and the country's economic future. Also tonight, the government pushing back against reports Jamaica refused to sell gas to Cuba. The latest details ahead. And a deadly night across Jamaica. Three people gunned down in Clarendon, including a mother and daughter. A Kingston man killed while washing someone else's car, and shock in St. Mary.
Hemorrhoid does not go out unless he knows the person.
Plus, there's good news tonight. From the power of music to the promise of education, a new initiative working to uplift inner city youth and create a lasting community impact. We'll tell you how the Let Us Soar program is helping young Jamaicans overcome barriers and pursue excellence. And there's more good news tonight. Heartwarming moments in Portmore St. Catherine, where senior citizens were treated to a special day of care, appreciation, and community love. Welcome or welcome back to Jamaica News Page tonight, news that keeps you connected to what's happening across Jamaica. And we're powered by viewers just like you. We've got special rewards just for you. When you become a Jamaica News Page member, you'll unlock these special rewards you'll love, including a loyalty badge next to your name in the comments, shoutouts for your birthday, anniversaries, other special moments, and just so much more. Joining is easy. Just click subscribe, then click join, and choose to become a full star or full elite member right now. That's it, simple and quick. A link to join has been posted in the comments. Please leave a comment so we can welcome you with a shout out. Thank you for joining us, Herbert Johnson 2905. Jamaica News Page tonight starts right now. We begin tonight with major diplomatic developments unfolding in Kingston as Jamaica's global representatives gather amid an increasingly uncertain international climate. Heads of Jamaica's diplomatic and consular missions are in Kingston this week for a high level consultative meeting with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. According to the Foreign Ministry, these consultations are particularly important at a time of geopolitical uncertainty when economic shifts, global conflicts, and international policy changes can directly affect small developing states like Jamaica.
This week of strategic planning, therefore, forms part of the government's deliberate efforts to better position Jamaica's foreign policy for the shifting economic and geopolitical realities that are with us now and that indeed lie ahead. Our missions are Jamaica's bridges to the world, and by bringing them together, we're strengthening our ability to speak with one voice, to better secure resources for economic growth and development, while ensuring, of course, that Jamaicans at home or abroad can rely on well coordinated and responsive foreign service.
Meanwhile, the government is pushing back against reports that Jamaica refused to supply liquefied petroleum gas LPG to Cuba.
It's unfortunate that as minister had to instruct the ministry to send out a statement to refute the fake news in relation to the matter of oil and Cuba. I want to impress upon the well-thinking people of Jamaica that this can have serious international implications when this sort of fake news goes across the world. Please, I'm asking once again to listen out for the ministry and the government entities that have responsibility for disseminating information and only respond to that.
Now to developing news. A wanted man was shot and killed early Tuesday morning during what police describe as a confrontation in Landeley, St. Andrew. He has been identified as Effin Clark, otherwise called Elf, who had previously been featured in the Jamaica Constabulary Force's Wanted Wednesday campaign. Jamaica News Page tonight understands that shortly after 3 a.m., Clark was fatally shot during an operation involving members of the St. Andrew Central Police Division. Police report that a 9mm pistol was seized during the incident. Investigations are ongoing and will have more details as they become available. Residents of Rocky Point in Clarendon are in shock following a deadly shooting at a bar on Monday night that claimed the lives of a woman and her daughter. They are 60-year-old Norma Spence, a fish vendor, and her 41-year-old daughter, Carrie Ann Scott, also a fish vendor. Jamaica News Page Tonight understands that the attack occurred shortly before 9 p.m. Police sources say a third person was also injured during the incident and remains hospitalized. The brazen shooting has heightened the fear across the fishing community in southeastern Clarendon, particularly as it comes just months after another gruesome crime rocked the area. In December 2025, a man allegedly hacked to death his mother, brother, and cousin in the same community. He has since been arrested and charged.
We will not allow criminals to take away the peace and joy that we have enjoyed last year, because Clarendon did very well last year. In fact, when I inquired about the stats for Rocky Point also came in with some reductions in murders and shootings over last year. And we would not want to lose that gain for 2026.
Investigations into Monday night's double murder are ongoing. Also developing tonight, police see a suspected case of mistaken identity turned tragic early Monday morning when a Kingston man was shot and killed while washing a car along Gordon Road off Slipen Road. The deceased has been identified as 32-year-old Tevin Sherwood, whom investigators believe was not the intended target of the attack. Reports indicate that about 12:45 a.m., armed men drove up to a motor vehicle parked along the roadway and opened gunfire. Sherwood, who was washing the vehicle at the time, was hit by several bullets and later pronounced dead. Investigators suspect the gunmen may have been targeting the owner of the vehicle. Residents of Gordon Road have expressed shock at the killing, describing Sherwood as a quiet individual not known to be involved in criminal activity or violence. In response to the incident, the Kingston Western Police have imposed a 48-hour curfew in sections of the division. The curfew took effect at 6 p.m. Monday and is scheduled to remain in force until 6 p.m. Wednesday. As of February 7, the Kingston Western Police Division has recorded 2 murders this year as authorities continue efforts to curb violent crime in the area. Shock and grief are spreading across sections of St. Mary tonight following the fatal shooting of a popular party promoter on Monday evening. Police say the killing marks the parish's second murder within a matter of hours. Dead is 32-year-old Kemoy Finley, otherwise known as Walking Bank or Turbo of Highgate St. Mary. Jamaica News Page Tonight understands that about 9:35 p.m., Finley was attacked by gunmen in the Robbins Bay area and shot. He later succumbed to his injuries.
He was on a charter because he run taxi in the night to Port Mary and it looked like somebody. But Kemoy does not go out unless he knows the person. He knows the person. That is it. Him know him not take up nobody unless and say him a go a town in a night with no man, boy or girl. Unless he knows that person. Okay. You understand me? Because him have sense. Him have sense.
Police also report that his motor vehicle was stolen following the attack. Finley was widely known in entertainment circles as an event promoter and operator of a chartered taxi service. Sources say Finley had been planning his birthday event for March 7, adding to the shock surrounding his sudden death. His killing came just hours after another fatal shooting in the parish. Earlier Monday morning, 59-year-old businessman Garfield Singh was shot and killed at his home in Boscobel. Singh operated Singh's tire sales, service, and repair. The 2 murders have heightened concern among residents as police continue investigations into both incidents. So far, no arrests have been reported. And still in St. Mary, a man has been charged with allegedly harboring a fugitive following police investigations in the parish. 71-year-old farmer Terence Beecham of Sports Road in Islington is accused of knowingly sheltering Karen Bailey between December 2025 and February 2, 2026. Police say Bailey, an office administrator from Kingston, was wanted for murder and wounding with intent in connection with an incident along Elliston Road in the corporate area. Acting on intelligence, investigators took Beecham into custody. He was later formally charged following a question and answer session. Authorities are reminding the public that harboring fugitives is a criminal offense and are urging citizens to cooperate with law enforcement by sharing information that may help in locating wanted individuals. Also in St. Mary, the police have apprehended a man wanted in connection with a murder in St. Elizabeth. He has been identified as 44-year-old Damien Salmon, otherwise called Dave, a farmer of Hodges Land in Black River, St. Elizabeth. Police say Salmon was wanted in relation to the January 12, 2026 murder of Peter Burke in the community. Reports indicate he was arrested during a targeted police operation at a premises on Cox Street in Port Maria, St. Mary, carried out between 11 p.m. Friday and 7:30 a.m. Saturday, February 7. Police in St. Elizabeth have arrested a 35-year-old man accused of fatally stabbing his 69-year-old uncle during a dispute at their family home in Burnt Savannah near Locovia. The deceased has been identified as farmer McCarty Morrison of Burnt Savannah. According to police reports, about 6:30 a.m. Monday, an argument reportedly developed between the two men, during which the suspect allegedly used a sharp object to stab his uncle. Morrison was rushed to hospital but later succumbed to his injuries. Police subsequently launched a search for the suspect, who was later detained. A well-known fruit vendor from Mapen, Clarendon, identified only as Tony, who is often seen selling near the utility pole in the vicinity of CNM, is currently being sought by police. Investigators say he's wanted in connection with the alleged brutal chopping of his fiancée, Jennifer Williamson. Authorities are urging anyone in Mapen or nearby communities who may know the suspect or have information about his whereabouts to contact the police. Now to some positive developments. Jamaica has long shown that music carries more than rhythm. It carries messages of resilience, healing, and hope. Now, a new initiative hopes to build on that tradition. Sharon White, founder of the US-based public benefit corporation Let Us Soar, says the organization is focused on helping artists turn their influence into lasting community impact. SOAR stands for Serve Others, Achieve Reciprocity, a philosophy centered on strengthening communities through intentional service. The organization helps artists establish foundations, develop outreach programs, and support initiatives in both Jamaica and the United States. Already active in inner city communities like Seaview Gardens, Let Us Soar is preparing for a major community upliftment event on March 29, combining culture, education, and service. A key focus is its Students Overcoming Academic Roadblocks program, aimed at removing barriers to education and expanding opportunities for young people, especially in STEM fields. Organizers say the goal is simple: when communities are supported, everyone benefits. Let's talk about the students at the Lawrence Tavern Primary School in St. Andrew who are being encouraged to dream big and start thinking about their future from now. The school's annual career day brought excitement and creativity to the campus, with students dressing up as doctors, lawyers, nurses, teachers, athletes, astronauts, and police officers. Wait, what about journalists? Well, they're all representing careers they hope to pursue one day. Held under the theme Big Dreams, Bright Futures, Learning Today, Leading Tomorrow, the event aimed to expose students to a wide range of professions while helping them connect their education to real world opportunities. Principal Marlene Davis Fairweather says Career Day plays an important role in helping students understand the working world and discover their talents early. She noted that students are constantly reminded there is nothing they cannot achieve once they set their minds to it. The school also welcomed the strong interest in non traditional careers such as sports, dance, and other creative fields. Organizers say the initiative continues to build confidence, inspire ambition, and prepare students for the future workforce. And before we go tonight, there's more good news to tell you about. Take a look. Senior citizens in the Waterford community in Portmore St. Catherine were treated to a special day of care, comfort, and appreciation. About 200 seniors benefited from the ninth staging of the Pampering Our Seniors initiative held at the Waterford Community Center. More than 30 volunteers offered a range of services, including health checks, hair styling, manicures, pedicures, massages, and barbering. Should I keep going? They also received meals, care packages, giveaways, and entertainment throughout the day. The event, hosted by Waterford Councillor Dr. Fenley Douglas, placed particular emphasis on healthcare this year, with medical practitioners on hand to serve the elderly, Many attendees described the experience as uplifting, saying they felt valued and appreciated by their community. Organizers say the initiative was created to give back to seniors who have contributed so much over the years and to remind them they are not forgotten. The Social Development Commission partnered with the event, highlighting its role in strengthening community spirit and boosting morale among the elderly. A reminder tonight that small acts of kindness can make a big difference, especially for those who paved the way before us. Indeed. And that's the news on Jamaica News Page tonight. News that keeps you connected to what's happening across Jamaica. And we're powered by viewers just like you. We've got special rewards just for you. When you become a Jamaica News Page member, you'll unlock these special rewards you'll love, including a loyalty badge next to your name in the comments, shoutouts for your birthday, anniversaries, other special moments, and just so much more. Joining is easy. Just click subscribe, then click join, and choose to become a full star or full elite member right now. That's it, simple and quick. A link to join has been posted in the comments. Please leave a comment so we can welcome you with a shout out. Thank you for joining us, Herbert Johnson 2905. And also thank you for watching Jamaica News Page tonight. We'll see you in the comments and be sure to join us again for more news. From all of us here, good night.